Hey guys, what's up? It's time for another Madi Mondays! Hooray! So I'm posting on behalf of what Brenda's question was on what inspired me and is still inspiring me to stay in music. So let me just start off with how music has pretty much been my whole life these past few years. I honestly, on top of everything that I've looked forward to, music is the one thing I can say I've got so excited for. So in high school, I've been doing chamber ensembles, been in top band, um, symphony orchestra, like I was in part of a youth orchestra and whatnot, and it's honestly just consumed up most of my life. I I did sports when I was in high school, but I wasn't really as dedicated to that as I am to music. You know what I mean? I don't know if you guys have the same situation as I do. It's one thing that I've noticed that I love doing more than anything else, and it's doing music. So let me do like a little background on my music career, and that is I've been playing bassoon since I've been in eighth grade because I switched from oboe to bassoon. I don't know if how many of you guys know that whatnot. I made the switch between the summer of my eighth grade, going into my eighth grade year, and I started taking up lessons. I never took lessons when I was an oboe player. That was just it never intrigued me to do so, and I've been in band since fifth grade, from when we were first able to start playing instruments. Um, One thing I like pointing out to myself, and in a sort of non-depressing way, is that had I not made the switch in eighth grade to bassoon, I probably would not be here as a music student. I got bored of music as an oboe player, and I had the opportunity to switch. My parents were hesitant, but I was really excited to start off something new. I've never done it, and I was intrigued to see where it would take me. And honestly, I didn't realize how much of an effect it would have on me until sophomore year of high school when I joined the youth orchestra. Youth orchestra I was in was Midwest Young Artists, and I was in their top orchestra group, this symphony orchestra. Um, I remember showing up to the first rehearsal really scared because I knew nobody, I didn't know what to expect, and I had already for intense musicians. And the more I look back at it, the more I'm really glad that I had that experience, because had I not worked with such intense musicians, I don't think I would have improved as much as I did throughout my high school years. um, it just eventually came down to I enjoyed playing with these people, as intimidating as they were, because a lot of these students, they go a lot of the string players, they all make it into the top music schools. Even a lot of the wind players make it to top music schools. I'm pretty sure. I mean, maybe I'm pushing my luck on it. Um, but had I auditioned at some of the higher schools, because I didn't choose to audition at Juilliard or Eastman, I only stayed in North, what's it called, Midwest territory. Um, I honestly think I would have been able to get somewhere far away if I had wanted to, but for funds, the Midwest was like the best place to stay. But anyways, back to what I was saying. Um, I I didn't actually notice how much up until now. Like I keep on looking back, I've noticed how much of an impact it's really made on me, and I'm excited for it. What happened was that eventually, throughout like, some time in my sophomore year, I started really hammering away at solo music. Practice on my own just became working on technical spots, working on intonation, trying to make sure I'm doing everything correct that I can do to the best of my abilities. And eventually it just hit to the point where I was the best in my music program. I'm the only one, and there were seven of us who were phenomenal, that word, amazing players, and I'm the only one who stayed with music. So that's a little background of what I've done. This is a little side thing. A lot of the younger students that I worked with, like the juniors, sophomores, whatnot, they still look up to me. I talk to them still, and I never realized how much of an impact I made on them as as a role model in music. So that actually is an exciting thing to look to, because I I simply had the idea of making music because it's fun to do. I didn't realize that I had such an impact on these students, and I guess that's a good way to lead into my answer for what's my inspiration for staying in music. As a music ed student, I mean, we're all music ed students, but as a big impact, I want to be that person who is a role model for young students. And it just always makes me excited to think of what I can do to teach students more and more, whether that be explaining how a piece that's difficult and watching their eyes grow when they're struggling with a tough passage, or trying when they finally get that passage worked out, or when it comes to doing a lesson. I love On my own instrument, it's easiest to work on doing that because obviously it's my primary instrument. But making sure that each student is getting the proper attention that they need on as much help as I can give them, watching them grow as musicians. Honestly, I look at that and I just see whole what's it called? A whole horizon of opportunities for young students to actually move forward with their music careers. And for me personally, that's just what always inspires me to keep on staying and getting ready to teach music. And that's not to say that I won't stop playing, because I will always love playing my bassoon, as many people have already noticed. That will never change. And even when I am teaching, I will always keep on playing my bassoon, no matter what. It's just one thing that keeps me going. The same thing always hits me, that if I didn't go through as a music major, I don't think I would be here right now, or even I would be confused on what major I really want to go through with, because I've never really imagined my life without a music career, if that makes sense. I don't know about you guys. Um, so, and I know a couple people who have been saying that they have a backwards idea of teaching, and I don't entirely agree on how they plan on doing that. If you're a teacher, you're supposed to teach students how to be strong musicians, and you're not going to be a music educator to actually play an instrument yourself. You're going to teach students how to play. That's the whole idea behind it. That's my inspiration, and that's one thing that I'm really excited for. So, yeah. Happy Madi Mondays!